Pony in my favorite place in North Carolina.
Get ready for liftoff. Hello and welcome to the Ponyverse. I'm Helen.
And I'm Lil Megs.
Reporting live from the floor of Thrift Pony. We're in the store if you're watching on the YouTube, so you can I feel like an old person when I say the YouTube. When you're watching on YouTube. But I mean like our YouTube. Whatever. Okay. We're on the floor of the store because we usually film we've been filming all over recently, honestly. But our back room is a mess right now, and people have work to do back there. So yes. We're filming before we're open.
Right. And we're just lollygagging. So we're like, let's just do it on the floor.
Let's just do it on the floor. Floor time. You love floor time.
I do love
Megan loves floor time. Megan lays on the floor a lot.
Yeah. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter how dirty. If I can get on the floor, I'm going to lay on it.
And that's on that.
Update from our last sick episode. We had COVID.
We didn't know when we were recording. So good thing we did that virtually. That was so responsible of us.
Except we both had COVID.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't really...
Yeah, it was like after... That was Wednesday. And then... that night I was like, oh, I don't feel all right, and I wasn't getting better, so I took a test and I had COVID. And getting COVID in 2025 feels so stupid because I'm like, do I have to stay home for 2 weeks now? But I stayed home until I tested negative for 4 days.
No precautions anymore.
I was googling it. I was like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, but then we signed our lease on Tuesday, tested positive for COVID Wednesday, and then I was like, well, I had all this promo content planned because the news for the new store was supposed to come out on Friday. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I have to film all this content. What am I going to do? But then I was like, well, me and Megan both have COVID. So on Thursday, we went and filmed, it was outside, but we were filmed with the bus at the new location.
Yeah.
So that worked out kind of well. I was like, oh, I need a camera person. And
this girl's sick. Let me do it.
Yeah, but you got really winded. Megan got it a lot worse than I did.
Yeah, I'm still feeling the effects of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can.
Yeah.
I'm snotty.
No, I feel like it's all it's all coming up out of me now. All of the snot. Sorry, this is gross. But I went on a run this morning again, and it was I kind of love going on runs when I'm congested because it just all comes out. Anyways. So yeah, we don't have COVID anymore. But I feel like a lot of people are getting it, so stay safe out there.
Yeah, I accidentally super spreaded at our
team karaoke was a super spreader event.
Almost everybody there got it.
You've just been super spreading all over town.
Hey, we went to all the same events together.
That's true. I think it's just
so where I got it, you got it.
Yeah, and where you gave it, I gave it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry if we gave you COVID. I think the COVID team is back. Half our team got COVID, but they're all back. Everyone's back. And no one else has gotten it, so fingers crossed.
Sorry if you did.
Sorry if you did. What else is new with you, Megan? Have you been doing anything, or you just have had COVID?
No, I've just been having COVID and being sick.
What do you, you just, slept all day?
Yeah, I slept literally all the time. I couldn't even watch movies, which is my favorite pastime.
You've gotten COVID brain a lot worse, I feel like, than I have.
Yeah, I could not think straight. I went over to Helen's house to play games with her, and I could not think straight at all. It was awful.
Yeah.
But I hung some pictures on my wall.
That's so fun.
You have your race this weekend.
Oh my gosh, my race is this weekend. I know, COVID really got in the way of my training.
Yeah.
But I ran 4 miles last Wednesday, which is the day I tested positive. So I was like, wow. But it was really hard. I was like, wait, am I really out of shape? And then I was like, oh, I just have COVID. And then I didn't run all weekend, and then I've been running again this week. But I was like, I'll just go really slow because I feel like my lungs are kind of fucked up, but I actually haven't felt that bad. So yeah, I'm excited for my race. If anyone wants to get up at 7 a.m. on Sunday, I'll be racing. I'm excited though. I haven't raced in anything in a while.
Yeah.
But I have my race. I've been playing a lot of tennis. That's all.
Because
the US Open's going on, so I was like, oh, it's tennis time.
Taylor Swift got engaged.
Oh yeah, if you guys didn't know, which you probably do. What are your thoughts? Yeah, you had some thoughts on like dresses or something.
I don't know why. The only thing I could think about to talk about this episode was wedding stuff because of Taylor Swift.
I don't want to make this a Taylor Swift podcast.
But that's the first time I ever like was interested in a ring. That ring was so gorgeous.
Really?
You don't like it?
I don't not like it. I feel like, okay, this is how I feel about rings. Like, I've never seen a ring where I'm like, oh my god. Like, they all kind of just look like rings to me. Like, I don't know. Like, it's pretty and I'm sure it's expensive. I don't really care. Like...
I don't believe that for a second.
No, I do care. Like, sorry, that sounded like really pick me. Like, well, I don't care. No, I'm not like that chill. But no, okay, this is what I want. I want like a fun story around it. Okay. Like, I want Alex to have to go like meet with like a weird older woman in like Marfa, Texas, and like go into her basement, and like I don't really care what it looks like, but I want him to have to go to like weird lengths to get it, and like not get it at a store. Yeah. And like I don't want a diamond. I want like something colored. Like I want like an emerald or something.
Oh, that's
like,
fun.
Like something funky. Cause like I wear funky jewelry, and I just never like diamonds never felt like me. Like I want like honestly, just like some of the rings we have in here, I'm like, that's cute.
Emerald would be so pretty.
And like for rings for me too, it's like I can never tell like if they're real. Like that ring she had, like I feel like we could just get that in here, like a
costume.
Yeah, like how do I can never tell the difference. So I'm like, why would you spend a lot of money on that? Also, I lose things so much. Like rings just fall off my finger on the floor, and so I'm like, I don't know, but
I love the cut of it though. I
think it's pretty. Yeah,
rectangle.
Yeah,
and like I feel like recently there's been a lot of. What's it called? Opal? No, not opal. Opal's
teardrop.
Teardrop. Teardrop shape, and I really like the rectangle.
Yeah.
I really think that was pretty.
I think, yeah, it's nice. But okay, apparently I follow this lady on TikTok. Her name is Molly McPherson, and she always talks about like PR, and like anytime there's like a scandal or like something exciting happens, she like talks about it from like a PR lens, and it's so interesting. And she was like talking about like Taylor and Travis as a PR relationship, and like because I feel like at the beginning a lot of people were like, are they a PR relationship, whatever, and like I don't know if they aren't still, like I feel like they're probably in love, whatever. But she was talking about like, okay, they both were wearing Ralph Lauren in the engagement photo, and it was done like right as she has an album. Like basically she was like the timing, they did it in August where there's not a lot of news. Like strategically from a PR perspective, they did it in a really smart way.
Well, they got engaged 2 weeks ago. They just posted.
I also think that was smart too, because I was like, why is she going on this man's podcast and like making him all this money and like boosting all his views and stuff? But then she's like, okay, well if she's engaged, then it's like basically it's her podcast too. So I think like that I was like, okay, that makes me that's like more smart of her than to just go on like her boyfriend's podcast. It's like if I were her, I'd be like, I'm not like doing anything that like promotes your career more than I already have until we're engaged. Because like so yeah, I feel like I had like icky feelings about it at first, but now I feel better that knowing they were engaged.
Do you watch The Summer I Turned Pretty?
No,
neither do I. But
actually, wait, I was literally thinking about it this morning though.
I think she's gonna wear a dress like Belly does, the wedding dress, just like a plain satin cami white dress. I could see her wearing that. Nothing like, I mean, she's extravagant, but like
she's not that extravagant.
Not in her personal life.
Yeah, I feel like she's extravagant for like a music video, but not for her personal life. Yeah, I didn't even think about like, it didn't really occur to me that they were gonna have a wedding. It like just occurred to me now. Yeah, I feel like it'll be very like simple. Yeah. And her hair will be in a low bun.
Yeah. Very classy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll like release photos of it?
Probably not.
Or like until way after?
I hope so, but probably not.
I don't know why. Okay, wait, like when I first saw, I was just on Instagram and I saw it like 2 minutes after it was posted from her and his account or whatever, and I like didn't look at who posted it. I just saw a picture of like a blonde girl like getting proposed to, and like I feel like you're younger than me, so your feed isn't like this, but I feel like my Instagram feed is just like every other thing is just like someone getting engaged. It's like, okay, who got engaged now? And I was like zooming in to try and figure out who it was. And then I was like, oh, it's Taylor Swift. And then I was like, oh my God. And then no one at work cared other than you, but you didn't really care that much because you were doing something.
Yeah, and I'm sick as a dog.
Yeah. So we were in enemy territory.
What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing one of my classic outfits that I wear weekly of this little green skirt. I wore it last Wednesday as a shirt. Or as a dress. But I'm wearing it as a skirt today. It's just like a little vintage skirt that I got here. And then a little like vintage lingerie. This is lingerie?
I'd say like a nighty
type top. It's yellow. It's like yellow and green. My skirt's yellow and green and blue. And I have a bangle on. New jewelry form unlocked. I never have worn a bangle before, but I wore it last night in our photo shoot.
And it looks a little weird. It looks like you're wearing a gauntlet.
Oh, okay.
Because there's nothing else. You're not wearing any other ring.
Yeah.
I mean, bracelets, whatever.
Whatever. I just thought it was fun. And I'm wearing my little Charlotte Stone color block shoes, which are my favorite shoes ever. And because I'm not going to be like walking around too much today, so I can wear heels. And yeah, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a lace layered rose top I got at the thrift store. A long maxi white skirt, like a weave belt, and my low profile Puma Speed Cats.
Yeah, we did a photo shoot last night,
Very fun.
and it was really fun. We do photo shoots like once a quarter, maybe.
I want to do them more.
I get so stressed out over them. Like I think because it's a lot of logistics and like, but it's also like you need to like leave room for creative freedom. But I feel like in the past I've left too much room and then like not been prepared enough. But I think this one was the most prepared but also relaxed I've ever been, which I was feeling really happy about because I've been doing shoots for like 4 years, and like this was the first time I was like, okay, I feel good about this one. Actually, no, the last one we did was good too, but like it's just because like I think we're also really ambitious with them. With like, it would be easier if we just had like 2 people model, but we always are like, who wants to model from our staff, and have like 8 people come. So I'm like, okay, now I have to find 8 outfits for like people different sizes and like secondhand, and like we never do like fittings or anything. We just like bring it and hope it works. And like they all have to be the same vibe, and I want people to like their outfits and all that. And then I'll go through and like make documents planning like the poses, so like, you know, individual poses, group poses, whatever, and then like figure out what type of shots I need from like a business perspective. But then I also want to let people get their own fun pics, because like they're getting dressed up and I want people to have fun pics for themselves. But this one we did at the new location, Club Pony. The vibes were like very Club Pony. It was like retro, cowgirl, whatever. And I know that this one went well preparation wise, because usually I'm like running around so much beforehand that I get really sweaty and then I don't look good in the shoot. But I didn't get sweaty beforehand, and I think I looked good in the shoot. Woo! Yeah, so anyways, what are we talking about today?
Body images.
Woo! Yaddy yaddy yaddy. Okay, yeah, this is a topic that I've had on my list for a while because I think it's important
And relevant to both of us.
It's relevant to, yeah, I feel like we both have very different experiences, but we want to talk about like body image as it relates to fashion, because I've had like I feel like it's been a very like important journey in my, like fashion has been a very important part in my like body image journey and like loving this. And I think that for a lot of people, like they're so intertwined, and like a lot of people have a lot of anxiety around it and like whatever. And I know with you like being plus size, and like that's a whole another journey, especially when like shopping secondhand and like finding like, I don't know, I just feel like there's so much to go into with that.
Yeah.
Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
You can start.
Okay, so I want to talk about, so growing up, I have been an athlete my entire life. Like since I was 4, I started doing swim team, and like was a swimmer my whole life, and did like a bunch of other sports and stuff. So I never was like I really feel like in an alternate universe I would have been a theater kid. I just like fell into sports. But I, like, that was my whole life. I'm like a very obsessive person, and I was like obsessed with it. And my only goal was to look like as fit as possible. Like, I had no desire to be like fashionable. I would just wear like athleisure, or if I was like going out or doing something fun, I would wear like jeans and like a tiny top, and like I just wanted to have a six-pack and look like ripped. That was my only goal. And like, I don't even really think I thought about looking skinny. I just wanted to look like jacked all the time. And I remember like I would always be on these like weird diets, just trying to like get as muscular as possible, and like would get frustrated because my body is very like there'd be people on my swim team who would like look way stronger than me, just because like my body is how it is. And I think like through college and all that, like I never had like eating problems or like body image problems really in like high school or college. Like I just wanted to look fit, and that was like my main goal. But I was mostly like doing it. So
is there something that inspired you to do that? Is like there a specific person or?
I think it was just because that was like what I was around, and I would follow like other swimmers, and like I remember I'd follow like Olympic runners and other athletes, and I'd be like, oh, they have like such shredded abs. Like I just want shredded. I just want to look like so strong like them, because like I wanted to be like the best at my sport. So that's like the like what I would equate it with. And then in college, kind of the same thing. Like I feel like the boys I was around, like I only hung out with athletes, so they just liked girls who were like ripped and like super muscular. And I think that like fashion, again, like no one I hung out with like cared about fashion. Like we would literally just wear like, I remember I had like one pair of like black Madewell jeans, and like I would wear like random little crop tops from Urban Outfitters, and like that's all. And I wouldn't like put any thought into it, and just like didn't really care. And then after I finished college, I like had a huge like, I don't know, this was like a huge, like it was just like, what the fuck do I do now? Because I wasn't swimming anymore. Actually I swam for a year after college, but after I stopped swimming, I was like, I don't know what to wear, because I'm like going to work, so I have to wear like corporate shit, but then I also like going, you know, hanging out, doing stuff on the weekends. So I like was struggling with fashion, and then I was also struggling with like body stuff, because like I was sitting at a desk for 40 hours a week. And so even though I was like still working out every day, like I went from working out like between 2 and 5 hours a day to working out for like 45 minutes a day. And so I was like, I don't really know what to eat now, and I like went through a lot of eating issues where I was like, I don't deserve to eat because I'm not working out. And then I was like, I don't know how much I'm supposed to eat. Like, because when you're swimming, you're just like eating a ton, and like, because you have to fuel. So I started doing like those like calorie tracker things, and I had like my Apple Watch, and I'd be like, okay, if I like burn this many calories, then I could eat this many calories in a day. Because like I was kind of using that to guide me. But then I have an obsessive personality, so I got like really obsessed with it, and I got very like addicted to that, while at the same time like I was struggling with like, okay, I didn't know where to shop. Like I bought all my work clothes at Ann Taylor Loft, and I hated them. And I remember specifically like going to work and being like, I fucking hate this. And I wasn't making that much money, so I didn't have that much extra money to spend on clothes. So I was like, I don't want to spend like the little money I have on like this Ann Taylor Loft stuff. So I'd like buy some clothes there, and then I was still kind of buying like random things from Urban Outfitters or whatever, but that wasn't really like what people were wearing anymore. And like I just kind of wore what everyone else was wearing. Like I didn't have any like individuality yet. And I remember I started doing Rent the Runway, and that's when I actually first was like, oh, fashion's kind of fun, like this is kind of fun. And like most of the pieces on there were like a little more serious than what I wanted, but I remember like my first rental were these like red like wide leg trousers, and that was like the craziest thing like I had ever worn. And I wore it to work, and I was like, wait, this is like really fun. Like it's fun to dress like this. And like I did it for a few more months, and then like I think I like couldn't afford it or something, because it was like $150 a month. But that was like kind of like my first intro. And then like during that time I was also going through kind of like a bad breakup, which like really fucked up my whole like body image stuff. Like I just remember being like, if I could just get like skinnier, like boys will like me, or like I wouldn't be feeling this way. And it was like I mentioned on our flop episode.
Our flop episode.
This was like the lowest point of my life. So I was like, but I don't know, I just kind of kept going like that. And like the way I would shop was just like I was going out all the time and drinking a lot, and like so it would just be like before a night out I would drive to like Bastique in Dilworth or like the South Park Mall and just buy like a random top and like wear that with jeans, and didn't really think a lot of it. Like I just wanted to like, I almost wanted to like blend in, and I didn't want to be like, I didn't want to have to think about it, and I didn't really want to be seen, but at the same time I like had kind of just discovered like, okay, fashion can be fun, like I can like feel better with what I'm wearing. And then like fast forward to the pandemic. Another way I would shop too was just like ordering a bunch of stuff online from lulus.com and then returning it. And then I was like doing that one day and was like, I just wish there was like a better way to shop. And that was honestly like my first initial idea for Ponybox. So when I started Ponybox, I had no like personal fashion sense still. Like I was like, I don't know, I just feel like I'm struggling with this and I want to fix it. And then it wasn't until I was like starting Ponybox and like ordering stuff online, and like it was during the pandemic and I was on TikTok and I was seeing all these like fashion girlies, and that was the first time I had kind of seen people on social media who had fashion like the style that I actually liked, because I feel like a lot of the influencers on Instagram in like 2019, 2020 were all kind of like the same, especially people I was following who were mostly like people in the South, and like I was still mostly following like athletes too, so they weren't like big into fashion. So I found people on TikTok that like, I was like, whoa, like I love the way that you're dressing, it's so fun. And that like really opened my eyes. And then because I was starting this like clothing business at the same time, I started like playing around with like the inventory I was getting in, and like it was part of like trying to grow the business, but also like part of my own style journey of like having to style things and all that. And I think it was around like right around that time where I was like, it kind of doesn't matter what like my body looks like if you can style clothes in a fun way, like at that point where I was like, I actually don't care like what my body looks like, it's just like a canvas, and like it doesn't really matter if I gain like and this was the same time where I was like, I don't, bless you, thank you, I was like, I think I like threw away my Apple Watch and I stopped like counting calories, and I was like, I like don't care if I like gain weight, like living like this sucks, like having to like, I was like weighing carrots on my like little food scale, and like I was like, I don't want to live like this anymore. So I was like, I can just like, because I would also, the people I was following, like I remember this one girl who was like size like 8 to 10 fashion, and she would make all these outfits for sizes like 8 to 10 or whatever, and like they were so cute. I'm like, oh, it like literally doesn't, and then that was like about what size I was, and I was like, it doesn't, like it literally doesn't matter. Like you can, like I said, you can like think of your body as like a canvas for decorating. And like once I started doing that, honestly, I like stopped thinking about my body. And like I'd say like, you know, every so often I'll have like a bad day, but like I really like rarely think about my body anymore. I work out like, not, I know I just said I ran 5 miles, but like I really, like, compared to how much I used to work out, like I'll work out like 4 or 5 times a week just for like,
for yourself.
Yeah,
for
it's honestly for my mind too, like mostly. And I think that like it's also made me not scared of getting older, because like what's cooler than a really well-dressed older lady? Like nothing is cooler. Like it's so powerful. Like when I see these ladies, like I follow someone on TikTok and Instagram or whatever, and like an older lady in like a fur and like dripped out jewelry, and just like an older lady who dresses incredibly and carries herself well, is like so much cooler to me than like a young,
like the
skinny
green
person.
lady.
Like the green lady. Like I'm gonna be the pink lady, and like I wish I was her age so we could be best friends. I mean, we could still be best friends, but like I wish, like I just want to like hang out with her every day, and like that's what I want to be in Brooklyn. Yeah, right. In Chapel Run's music video, and yeah. So I guess that's kind of my journey. Like it honestly, like once and like thrifting kind of came into it too, because that's also when I like sort of discovered thrifting again. Like I had thrifted a bunch in high school, but more just to find, like, me and my friends would just like go to see who could find like the silliest thing. Yeah. And like from social media, seeing other people being like, okay, I found this stuff at the thrift store, this is how I styled it. I was like, wait, this is so cool. Like you can do so much cool stuff, and you don't like need a lot of money to do it. But yeah, really just seeing your body as a canvas for decorating, and like it frees you from so much of like the stupid societal stuff. Like, and it's like really a form of like escape and self-expression, and like, I don't know, all that whatever corny stuff people always say, but it honestly has like saved my, like, you have so much more mental space when you're not constantly thinking about your body.
Exactly. You can focus on things that are more important to you, like your morals or
my
having
business.
fun.
Yeah, or like having fun.
Yeah.
Or just like enjoying life. Like, that's one thing I've learned too, like probably in the past year or two, is like I think you have to like thinking of your mind as like an apartment. And when you are always thinking about your body, it's like taking up all the space in the apartment. But when you like kick it out, you have room in the apartment for like joy and like ideas and like creativity and like I said this on the flop episode, but like the second I stopped and like decided, I was like, I'm not gonna like stress about this anymore, like I don't care anymore, like I also was like, I'm gonna find someone who loves me for like, if I'm a little doughier, like who cares? Like that's just, it's easier to do that than to be constantly like fighting yourself your whole life. Because like I know people who like have been on diets since I know, like they're always on a new diet. And I'm like, that's all you're ever thinking about is like calories and diet. And like that is such a terrible way to live.
Right.
Like it's all consuming and like that's all you ever think of. And like you're put on this earth to like share your light with the world and like be yourself. And like you're not doing that because you're just sitting there like beating yourself up. And like it's like, who cares? Like who cares? So that's my journey. I don't know like if that's, I don't know if that's relatable to anyone, but like if you're out there struggling and feeling like it's taking up like all of your mental space, just start trying to make some weird outfits. I know, and it honestly like really frees you from it.
Yeah. Just start experimenting.
Yeah. I don't know. And then also like then people too are looking at your outfits, not your body too. Like when you like put on, like when you're wearing like a really boring outfit, it's like almost more obvious, where like if you're wearing like a really crazy outfit, people are like looking at your like cool outfit and being like, yeah, you're so creative, you put that together, versus being like, and like no one really thinks this, but like I would always think like, oh, like my tummy looks like pudgy or something in this, and like yeah, I don't know. What about you, Megan?
Well, I've always been fat, and my family always made sure I felt loved and like good in myself. They never like put me down for it, because a lot of us are fat. But I remember I was a very eccentric, like fearless child, and I would wear like animal print, bright colors. And I remember the exact moment that like people around me started to change is like in elementary school, when like you were playing with boys and girls, but then it was in 4th grade when people started to like separate, and then people started making fun of me for my weight, and I was like, oh, is this really that important? And then I started playing like with myself and stuff, and then I was like, okay, well I have to like tone it down. So I started wearing like floral stuff, and I hated florals. Like I hated it so much. And then I would just like make sure to dull myself down. And then a bunch of stuff started happening in middle school, and I was wearing uniforms, and I would get my aunt's hand-me-downs, which is all business casual.
Like me, mom, business casual.
Yeah, so I would wear her stuff like on the weekends when I had to wear
just
something.
like chilling in a blazer.
Quite literally, yeah, like a Ann Taylor Loft, like blouse. Like I was wearing that kind of stuff, and I didn't have any room for like expression or anything, and I didn't even want to, because people would make fun of me. So I was like, let me just blend in, like you said. And then when high school started, I finally started having friends, but then I was in marching band, so I'd be like working out a lot too, so I'd be wearing like
marching around. Yeah,
I'd be like wearing comfortable leggings and stuff. And I also feel like 2016 was definitely the age where there was no creativity in outfits. Everybody was wearing black jeans and a white t-shirt and the army jacket.
Yeah.
What's that?
And like short booties.
Exactly. So like there wasn't really place for you to experiment.
Because the internet was like smaller. I think honestly the internet has impacted it a lot.
Yeah, and like
it was like just Instagram.
People were really focusing on makeup and stuff. And I've always wanted to dye my hair, but I was never confident enough to do it. And then I would like put blonde in my hair and stuff because it's like, oh, let me try this. And I think the first time I ever really wanted to do something with my clothing was prom my junior year. I bought my prom dress off of Fashion Nova, and this was also like I finally had a job so I could like work and buy my own clothes. So I bought a dress off of Fashion Nova, and it was a sparkly high neck gown, and I was like, wow, this is fun. So then I started shopping on fast fashion a lot because that was the only place I could get plus size stuff besides.
And I feel like it was new then.
Old Navy.
Yeah. Like no one really like knew.
Yeah, I bought a lot off of Fashion Nova and Forever 21's website. And then like Shein. But then my senior year of high school, I did a whole project. We had to do the senior project to graduate. And I did my whole project on sustainability and a zero waste lifestyle. And I learned so much about the fashion industry and the waste in it, and I was like, oh, this is bad, let me start thrifting. So then I would start thrifting, and I was wearing a lot of like grandma stuff, like grandma, and I think that's exactly how the
plus size thrifting pipeline.
Yep, exactly. Like once you start thrifting as a plus size girl, you gotta wear grandma stuff because there's nothing else, especially in Wilmington. There's just a bunch of old people, so I'd be wearing like grandma cardigans and high neck knit tops and stuff like that. And then when COVID happened, I was like, I'm about to go to college, I don't know anybody, let me dye my hair. I remember I got COVID and I couldn't taste or smell anything, and I was like, oh crap,
time to dye my hair.
Yeah, let me bleach my hair and dye it pink. And I have never felt so free. I was like, wow, this is exactly what I wanted to do my entire life. And then
pink
I was
hair is
like,
freeing.
it really is. And then I was like, okay, let me go shop on Depop and Macari and blah, blah, blah. And then I just started thrifting more because I suddenly had this confidence that no one knew me. I had bright colored hair. Like, I could express myself however I wanted to. And then I just started, like, trying. And I have never... Like, I felt insecure about my body because I really care about what people think of me. And I cared about my body based off of what other people would say. Because, like, kids are mean. Like, they would, like, make animal noises at me in, like, gym and stuff like that. And, like, say things to me.
Yeah.
So I always felt, like, insecure about what people were going to say. And even in college, when I was in the dining hall, which I had to eat by myself because there was no one there during COVID. Just so embarrassing.
Wait, so everyone has to eat by themselves?
Well, no, it was just, like, I didn't know anybody. So I would be sitting there eating by myself. I was insecure about what I was eating. And then, even, like, guys would make fun of me. Oh, it's the Staples people.
Oh, slay. We had to Instacart,
My foot's asleep. I can't get up.
You can do it.
No.
Do you want me to get up? Oh. You did it. We had to Instacart tagging gun tags because we ran out because Meg and I both were out sick last week.
Okay, guys.
So that's why our back room's really messy because we have a bunch of clothes we still need to tag. So
That was embarrassing.
why?
Because I couldn't get up.
It's okay.
One time I fell in gym because my foot was asleep
No.
in front of everybody. What was I saying? Even guys in the dining hall would make fun of me. You know how, like, people would be like, oh, my boy's got a crush on you.
Yeah.
What the heck? We're like 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
No, that's like, but I feel like that is like a form of bullying where they're like, go tell her that. And it's like, that's so mean. Like,
Right.
just, like, get a life. Yeah. But do you think, because you didn't have, like, an almond parent, like, your parents, like, like, at home you were very, like, supported.
Yeah.
So do you think that, like, made, like, I feel like that made a difference for you based on, like...
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
It's literally never been important until it was, like, being in social situations.
Yeah.
And that's the only time I ever felt insecure. So then when I stopped thinking about what other people thought, which is hard because I still think about it all the time.
But I feel like you think about it for other things. Like, you don't think about it for your body.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
I think about it
for everything
being
else.
Cringe.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, is this cringe? Is everyone else gonna think it's cringe?
Yeah. But like, okay, so how did you go from like grandma thrifting to like your sleigh outfits? Because I do feel like a lot of times, like, if videos of you go viral on our Thrift Pony TikTok or Instagram or TikTok, like, I feel like we'll get a lot of comments will be like, oh my god, I have this exact same body type as you, like, you dress so well, like, I want to dress like that, like, whatever. And I feel like, one, you just like exude this confidence that like you can tell like you don't hate your body. Like I think like you can tell like you don't care, and I feel like that like is so, you can tell when people like are like fighting themselves, if that makes sense. But I also feel like you did make the transition. I know you do love Mima vibes still, but like you transitioned from like just straight Mima to like, I don't know, stuff.
Sleepy Mima nightgown.
But like you like style it, and like you don't always do Mima. Like you do like goth. You go goth sometimes. You go like yeehaw Mima. So like, how did you transition?
Experimenting. Like my sister, she has some friends that are a little bit bigger, and they're always like, oh, I could never rock that. Like, Megan, you just make it work. Like, I would have never thought to wear that. And the thing is, it's not that it looks good on my body. It does not. It's because I have the confidence, or not even confidence, it's like, I don't care about what.
You're like, I want to put this on because I want to like have it on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If I want to wear it, I'm going to put it on and I'm going to wear it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the outcome looks like. I'm having fun. And
like that, you can tell that though too.
yeah, it was definitely from like Mima to nightgowns, like slips and stuff like that. And it was like a little bit sexy, and like plus size women don't really get to feel sexy a lot. So I was like, let me keep going. So then like if I'm showing a little bit of
boobies,
widespread cleavage, I'm gonna do it. If my booty cheeks are hanging out,
or your whatever undies showing.
My whatever undies. It's just like, I also grew up in a naked household, so like skin is not something that I've ever been insecure about.
No, but that's so healthy.
Yeah, and I love it. Yeah. And I feel like everybody else should. If people are like, oh, let me go change, I'm like, girl, just take it off.
Yeah.
We all got bodies. Like, there are bigger things to worry about.
There are.
And I want to have fun, make some crafts, and play some board games with my friends. And if we all gotta be sitting around butt naked doing it, that's gonna be fun to me.
Period. Yeah. No, I do think too, like, from swimming, I didn't grow up in a naked household, but swimming, like, everyone was always naked. And like, yeah, like most people were like ripped, but it also kind of showed me that like there'd be girls on my team who would work so hard, and they would like work out more than everyone else and like lift more and eat better, and they would still like, there were some people who like you could tell that was just like their natural body type, where they like didn't look muscular, they just kind of were like whatever. And then there'd be girls who were like shredded, had six packs, and like didn't work out as much and like ate donuts every day. So that did kind of show me like at a certain point, like your body is just what it is. Like you can try so hard to change it, but like most of the time then you're just always gonna be fighting a battle, and you should just like accept what it is.
And like for anybody that's okay, this is very wide. I know like eating disorders exist, and it's not easy to just like get over it.
Yeah.
But if you need any advice when it comes to this from someone who's fat and someone who's ex-athlete, it's really just like stop caring.
Yeah, like I think it's like the whole like body neutrality thing, where it's like you don't have to like love your body, like you can just be like whatever about, like there's just so much more going on. Like there's that meme where it's like there's like aurora borealises, like stop worrying about your tummy. Like there's like such incredible things happening in the world, so just like pay attention to those and not your tummy.
Find something to do in your community.
Yeah, find a hobby.
No, I'm saying like find something to do, and when you're getting dressed to do it, just throw it on. Focus on what you're doing around you, the people around you.
Be sillier, have more whimsy.
And people are gonna love you for
wear like a stupid shirt.
Except if it's gonna make me cringe. Like a fedora?
No, wear a fedora, yeah. No one will look at your body when you're wearing a fedora because they'll be looking at your fedora.
And I will be judging you.
Okay, it is 10:59 and the store opens in 1 minute, so we do have to go. But we love you guys so much. I think our next episode, we're going to look at Q&A episode, so check out the Ponyverse Instagram for that. You can ask us for advice. We know a lot.
Yeah, we know so much.
Ask us for like your marriage advice.
Right. We love you and we love your bodies.
Yeah, we love your bodies and be naked more.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bye.
Down.
Love you. Woo! We have 30 seconds.